Hello, everyone. We'll be starting in just one more minute. Meanwhile, the people who have joined us can let us know where are they joining from and from which industry do they belong to so that we can have a reference. Please feel free to drop in the chat box. Okay, guys, then let's start. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's session on monetizing the GCC AI skills boom without heavy upfront investment. We are excited to see professionals, partners, training organizations, and business leaders joining us from across the region today. The GCC region is experiencing an unprecedented surge in demand for AI skills as governments and enterprises accelerate digital and AI adoption. However, many organizations struggle with how to tap into this opportunity without taking on heavy infrastructure or financial risks. Today's session will explore practical ways organizations can capitalize on this growing AI training and certification demand through smart partnerships and scalable models. And to guide us through this discussion, we have two outstanding speakers joining us today. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Nasima Akram, Vice President of Strategic Business Partnerships for Middle East at AI Certs. With over 25 years of experience in training and development, Nasima has built a remarkable career driving business growth and forming impactful partnerships across rapidly evolving technology sectors. She is also a $1 million club achiever at New Horizons, known for her exceptional account management capabilities and her ability to deliver results in highly competitive markets. Nasima is deeply passionate about helping organizations and partners grow, and today she will share insights on how businesses can leverage the current AI learning boom in the GCC region. Joining her is Ms. Afreen Hashmi, Senior Account Manager at AI Certs. Afreen brings a dynamic background in driving B2B growth, leading high performing teams, and successfully closing high value strategic partnerships. She specializes in deeply understanding client needs and delivering tailored solutions aligned with their business objectives. At AI Certs, she plays a critical role in expanding partnerships and ensuring organizations gain measurable value from AI certification programs. Her expertise in account management and client relationships makes her an invaluable voice in today's discussion. Before I hand over the stage to Nasima and Afreen for sharing their views and insights with us, just a quick housekeeping note for all of you today. The recording will be shared with you post this session. Also, you will be receiving your participation certificates as soon as the webinar gets over. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, any doubts, or any thoughts that you would like to share with us, the AI Search team, Afreen or Nasima, please feel free to drop them in the chat box. We'll be happy to hear from you guys. Now, moving on, I'll hand it over to Nasima and Afreen without any further ado.
Hi, thank you so much, Srishti, for the introductions. Hello, everybody, wherever you are in the world. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you. So my name is Nasima Akram, and thank you for the introduction, Srishti. So myself and Afreen, if you'd like to introduce yourself or would like to say hello before I start, we're excited to be talking to you today.
Absolutely. So thank you, Nazima. Thank you for sharing the stage with me. So welcome, everyone. We're really excited for this webinar. I really appreciated that you took out a lot of your time, precious of your time to give it to us. So I hope this session is meaningful. So over to you, Nasima.
Thank you so much, Afreen. If you could just move to the next slide, please. Thank you. So again, today's webinar is about awareness on AI certifications. Why are we here? Why are we talking to you? Just to give you an introduction of who AI Certs is, we are a role-based enterprise-wide AI certification ecosystem. We're aligned to AI readiness journeys. What we're trying to do, what our mission is we want to provide an end-to-end solution for our partners so that everybody globally is ready for AI. And as you all know, it's kind of booming now. Everybody needs AI. Everybody needs to understand AI. Um, as you know, am the Vice President for Middle East. So this is very close to my heart, should I say? Yeah, and the most ironic thing, which I find as well, I'm based out of the UK, obviously live in Europe, is that the fastest growing region globally is the GCC countries. The Middle East is moving so fast because there's still a massive skills gap between the people that are required to do jobs in AI and the demand. So there's such a big gap that governments and entities are now really pushing for people to be skilled. So yeah, it's great. It's a great opportunity for everybody. So there's a lot of policies out there in different countries because enterprises are scaling AI, governments are scaling it, they want everybody to understand. So in the UAE, for example, there's a 2031 strategy. So that is like 5 years away, not very far. That 5 years will go very quickly. So governments want to make sure that everybody's ready. So the National AI Strategy positions AI, UAE as a global AI leader. It's integrated into government services and digital transformation mandates. And one of the areas, for example, a big push in the UAE is education in terms of academia, etc., where they want to make sure that they have international credible certifications that they're also offering to students, as well as teachers being educated in AI as well. But again, across the board, whether you're in telecoms, healthcare, everybody is pushing AI skills updates. There's a 200 billion in plus investment in AI infrastructure and talent development. This is obviously a very large number. So the governments want to make sure that they're funding projects to make sure that these initiatives are being implemented. And there's lots of tenders out there to do with training AI and AI talent development. We also have obviously Saudi Arabia, who also want to be at the forefront of transformation. With the 2030 vision that Saudi have, again, they're moving very fast. There's lots of projects out there. They've, got organizations like Sadaya now, Saudi Data and AI Authority, who's pushing enterprise AI adoption. With the Vision 2030, linking AI skills to economic diversifications, government AI training contracts, and we all know about the Humane Project. I think Saudi Arabia has invested $600 billion in this project. Again, want to drive AI and want to be in the forefront of technology. And across the GCC with Egypt and other countries, they've got the AI roadmap 2025-2030, committing to AI skilled workforce. And all the countries, I would say, every single country has some form of mandate, some form, whether you're in Kuwait, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, something going on to drive AI. So this is a massive opportunity for organizations to take part in this journey, to make people ready. AI readiness capability is a massive thing now. Thank you, Afreen. So what are the strategic drivers behind GCC, APAC AI expansion? Firstly, it's talent shortage. This is the biggest thing, right? So if somebody has a 2030 vision or 2031, 4 or 5 years away, and we've still got less than 40% of GCC organizations feel their teams have AI skills. This is a massive gap, okay? So implication obviously is urgent reskilling is needed. The opportunities for people out there, if you're a training provider, if you're a consultant, if you're academia, it doesn't matter where you are, there's a massive opportunity for you to kind of be part of this journey. Enterprise momentum, again, 75% of GCC companies with generative AI integrated by 2026. So again, implications are corporate L&D budgets are opening up now for kind of trying to train people, individuals, so that everybody in an organization is understanding what AI is, how it works, and how it can help you, your job role. Government mandates. So again, UAE is, as we mentioned, 200 billion in AI infrastructure and reskilling. Egypt trains 100,000 AI skills by 2030. I know there's actually an event in Egypt coming up very soon. I think in the next 2 weeks, it's AI for everything in Egypt. So again, Egypt are investing a lot of money and now hosting events, etc. as well, big events like they do in UAE and Saudi, because again, everybody wants to be part of this project, this journey. University partnerships. So 70% of GCC implementing reskilling initiatives. So universities are seeking industry certifications for degree programs. I would say historically, universities are more theory-based, but now they understand that when a student leaves university, they need to have the skills required, and AI skills is one of the top skills that they need when they come out of university. So again, academia or investing governments are investing a lot in academia as well. Thanks, Safreen. So GCC enterprises are desperate for AI trained talent. Okay. We all know the problem is the lack of AI skills. So 60% lack AI skills, 97% dissatisfied with training quality, 97% rate universities as job unready. Again, we all know, for example, with a basic example I'm giving of ChatGPT, everybody uses generative AI, but I can guarantee most people only use 5% of the potential of the power of that tool. And again, this is with lots of AI tools out there now that can help people get ready, but it's again about knowledge and understanding and being skilled to know how to use those tools and technologies in the correct way. So the opportunity is, is a massive opportunity. The air market is ready, the talent isn't. So that's the opportunity. Talent shortage, 78%. Enterprise talent gap. So 250,000 plus workers need reskilling. Implications urgent, large scale training demand across the region. Market growth. So GCC AI market is 12.3 billion in 2025. It's moved to 26.0 billion up to 2030. That's 11.36 in CAGR. So that's massive. Again, you can see the gaps. You can see the massive gaps that are there. So there's an explosive opportunity market expanding faster than supply. And I think a lot of people don't realize that AI has been kind of going around prior to COVID. And then when COVID hit, it actually made it move faster rather than go backwards. And like, governments, enterprises started to really move quickly. And it's kind of in the last few years really evolved. So that's the other big area is CEO level adoption. So 88% of GCC CEOs adopted Gen AI in past 12 months. So leadership in all budgets are flowing now. So because AI is not kind of something somebody wants, it's actually a requirement, it's a need. So people are investing their budgets in skills transformation. 250,000 plus workers across GCC need AI reskilling by 2027. It's not, the interesting thing, Afreen, I think, is it's not just about skilling somebody, it's also about upskilling or reskilling because AI is moving so fast. So you could be trained on something in 6 months' time that could not even be valid because something new has come out. And we know that with generative AI, we now have agentic AI, we have vibe coding. There's so much movement in the AI space that it's moving so quickly and there's so much changes constantly.
Absolutely right there, Nasima. Like you rightfully mentioned, it's not an option anymore, it's a necessity. And we are already here in 2026. I can't believe it that we are almost at the end of Jan as well. So it's moving really fast. And with AI, the growth is inevitable. It's just that whether we are capturing the gold mine of an opportunity that we currently have. And the stats and the figures say it all in the slide. So I completely agree with you there.
Yeah, thank you, Afreen, for your insight. So, as it says there, the market is ready, the growth is inevitable. The only question is who will supply the trained talent? How are you going to take part in this? Okay, so what learners, enterprise, and government demand from training? Okay, so this is really big. Again, in the Middle East, in the GCC countries, globally recognized certifications. Okay, there's lots of people out there offering training, consultancy, etc. Globally, there is nobody else offering credible certifications that are trusted. What does that mean? Why are they trusted? Because they are aligned. So AI certs, we align with ISO standards, the 17024 standard, which is a standard that you have to comply with if you are a certification body. We are also going through ANAB, which is the American National Standards Institute, which is one of the highest credibility you can get as a certification body. So these are trusted forms of certification. Our certifications are also vendor aligned. Okay, this is really important. It's an excellent USP for partners because that means that anybody and everybody can go through our certification. It doesn't matter what backend you're using. It's portable across employees and regions. Our certifications are stackable, which we'll kind of go into a bit more detail later. Why it matters, learners won't enroll in unrecognized credentials. Everybody wants international credible certification. Enterprises won't hire based on internal certificates. They want something that shows the skill by passing an exam. So it's not about attending, it's about actually having the knowledge and passing an exam in order to be able to do those jobs. So we know that the skills are there. The government demands certification that meet international standards and recognition, which is really important. So we also, with our certifications, our certificates are actually in the blockchain. It has a QR code, which means that people can't cheat. And when the QR code is scanned, it goes to a global database, and you can see that that person has passed. So that's really important as well. Practical tool-based skills is hands-on, real-life experience that the students will get. They'll have labs, they'll have different methods, why we're vendor aligned, because we use different tools and different platforms. It's not just theory based. We have problem solving real world data sets. Why that's important? Because again, you're testing somebody's skills. You want people to understand. So it has to be hands-on and people understand whatever certification they're doing, they actually know once they sit the exam that they've actually understood what they've learned. Flexible learning. So we have self-paced learning. We have instructor-led options. You can offer hybrid options. We have different language options. So what we're trying to do is, again, we want to be part of a journey from the beginning to the end to provide the whole solution. And this is what AI Sets does. We kind of fit around everybody's role, every industry, etc. Thank you, Freen. So what nobody talks about is content updates outpace you. So as a certification body, as you know, AI is moving very quickly. So we regularly will check our content to make sure it's up to date, and anything new we are constantly updating. The cost of actually, updating content on a regular basis or annually, it would cost an organization between up to about 200K just to maintain a curriculum. And then, you need to make sure you have the expertise in-house to understand all the updates, etc. What's the problem? Your content built in quarter 1 is going to be outdated. As I mentioned, AI is moving so quickly. So by the time it launches, it's already behind the market. So you need constant maintenance. So you're spending a lot of money. Again, with multi-languages, it's not obviously necessarily a lot of people speak English and understand English, but in some countries you might want local languages. So again, we do have some different language options as well. So enterprises RFPs mandate local language delivery. Arabic and English is a minimum, for example, in the Middle East, especially for essential type of courses. Again, the cost for translating, and it's not just about the translation cost. I think it's more about how effective it is, and especially when it comes to training and technology, it's quite difficult to translate into a different language because obviously the terms and the terminology all change quite drastically, especially Arabic is quite a different language to English. So again, so this is kind of done very carefully. So yeah, most global content isn't localized for Middle East, for example, and government tenders, and a lot of people are requesting local type of content as well. Thank you, Afreen.
Perfect. So I've moved to the next slide.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, here it is for you.
Okay, so the GCC AI training reality one nobody talks. I think we've just been through this one. The next slide, please. Or have we? No, am I kind of getting carried away here? So enterprises demand vendor-aligned credentials. So we've spoke about that. Obviously, it's very important. The vendor-aligned certification. This is a great USP to you. So corporate clients are rejecting internal workshops. They demand recognized certifications. Again, this is really important. International credible certification. The cost is very high. So without partnerships, you lose enterprise contracts, competitive disadvantage versus providers with vendor alignment. So your team is already stretched. So if you're developing your own certifications, you're going to not only have the know-how, go through a very long process to become credible certifications, and the cost is going to be horrendous. So creating full certification, it costs a lot of money. And then if you have lots of different certifications as well. So what we're trying to do, speed to market is critical. Obviously, we know how fast-paced AI is, so we have to keep up with it. So enterprise contacts expect delivery-ready programs within weeks, not months. So sometimes, I'm sure you'll all know, you'll get a customer who'll come to you and say, normally it's next week or the next day, but in a couple of months we need X, Y, and Z. To build a whole project, not only you're going to need a lot of people to do that, and a lot of resources. So enterprise contracts expect delivery-ready program within weeks, not months. Each month of delay is losing market share to faster movers, and slow entry follow position and market compression. So government tenders have aggressive timelines, as you know. By month 6, market position is locked. Early mover capture 70% of available contracts. So competition is intensifying, as we all know. So everybody wants to win in the Gulf countries. AI training boom. Everybody wants to be part of it. So there's starting to be a lot of competition now. Most competitors now have credible offerings. Few stand out though. And how do you differentiate yourself with building AI programs? So universities are launching AI programs, tech vendors are also launching a lot of different training programs, but these are Google, Microsoft, AWS, for example, they are tools that they will use within their own applications. So if you're a Microsoft user, that's great. If you're a Google user, that's great. But with AI certs, because that's where the vendor align comes in, we don't compete with them. We sit alongside them because our certifications are for everyone. Private academies are scaling across GCC, and boutique training companies are entering into the market. Okay, what if you could launch AI programs in weeks without heavy upfront investments? I'm sure you want to know how you can do that. So I'm going to pass you on to my glamorous friend, Afreen, who's going to take you into those details.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, Nasima. Firstly, I'm so sorry I forgot to wish everyone a belated New Year. I can't believe we have entered 2026, like I said, and we're already past the first month as well. So I'm here to discuss the most important discussion, and thank you, Nasima, for opening the conversation and sharing insights and facts and basically actual stats in terms of the kind of demand there is, especially in the GCC region for AI trainings, upskilling, with the kind of corporate demand there is, with the kind of demand there is from the ministries and the funding. So this is the right time to capture like I said, this gold mine of an opportunity together. And we're here, to explore on how we can do that in 2026. If that's part of your training portfolio, your business roadmap, we'd love to be a part of, your objectives and initiatives for this year, and also, help you out in rolling AI trainings and certifications, like Nasima said, in weeks and not months. So, of course, first, how can you do that? We save a lot of your time, when you have to reinvent the whole wheel, build your own AI trainings and certification programs, and ensure that they're constantly updated and keeping with the pace of artificial intelligence right now. That is going to involve a lot of time, a lot of cost, a lot of risks, a lot of reality checks, and of course, the result of this being that you miss out on this opportunity that you had at hand. Right. And there's a lot of competition, like Nasima just showed us in the previous slides. So, and they will take advantage and we'll be left behind. So, what are we here to solve? We're here to help you out where we can work hand in hand, to capture the AI training and landscape that is right now currently in boom, in high demand. In fact, I would say it's, we've gotten one step ahead. Now the world is not just using AI tools and platforms, but we're also using AI agents, right? So we have a lot of certifications catering to every audience, catering to a global audience, basically catering to every role, and that's the highlight. So we'll talk about our certifications. So we save your costs, we save the manpower and the resources required with your already overstretched teams. We save, with zero investment on content creation, zero risk when it comes to keeping your content updated, right? Because we're doing that for you. Of course, minimum, or I would say negligible, costs associated when it comes to building your own AI trainings and certification programs. And that is what we're here to solve. So we have a market ready, plug and play, profit making certification program that you can go out there and offer in weeks with our end to end onboarding support. Right. So moving on to the next slide. How do you start off with becoming a partner? First, of course, you build it yourself. That's the first step, where, of course, is the timeline. A partnership with AI Certs helps you launch AI trainings and certification programs in your region for various industries, catering to a wide range of audience with various AI skill levels from various age groups. You can offer it to a B2C level, B2B level, B2G level, to academic institutions, to any kind of audience. And you can launch these programs in week. We ensure that we handhold you to enable your internal teams, your trainers, your sales teams, your marketing teams, to go out there and effectively launch the trainings on AI with credible certifications and a globally recognized certification body based in US to back you up. Right. So, of course, there's absolutely no cost involved when it comes to curriculum updates, when it comes to content creation, when it comes to stretching your teams and leveraging your internal subject matter experts. So we have a team of subject matter experts, AI experts, ed tech experts, industry experts, academic experts, even tech giants like Microsoft, with whom we have great, tie-ups with and partnerships with, who are part of our certification and advisory board. So we have a huge team of experts backing us up that are developing the curriculum and content, and making sure that we have a quarterly updation policy. We are in compliance with ISO 17024 standards. So we have a credible, market ready, industry validated certification program to offer to you. Right? So, how do you start off with? We offer you the complete stack. That's what I meant when I said it's a complete market ready plug and play package. There's nothing that you need to additionally invest to start offering or trainings on our certifications, in terms of physical lab setups for the hands-on practical learning or trainings. You don't need to outsource any kind of, or third party, from a third party app, any proctoring tool for the online certification exam. We provide you the complete package. So the content is there with regular updates, quarterly updates to ensure that the learner and the content is always relevant and updated based on the latest market and AI trends. We have credible examinations backed with an industry validated, globally recognized certification. So not only are you delivering trainings and providing training to individuals and to your customers on AI, which is currently in high demand, but they're also going to have a validation or a proof of those skills in the form of a globally recognized certification. So I could call it something like an cherry or an icing on the cake that, hey, not only do I have AI skills, I have a certification to prove those skills that I did undergo a structured learning process, a training program, and validated my knowledge by passing a standardized ISO compliant certification exam. And of course, we give you end-to-end support in terms of your go-to marketing strategies to make it relevant to your audience. We do a lot of co-branded marketing online activities and events with our partners to promote you as our go-to partners in the region for any kind of AI certs, trainings, and certifications. Right? We create demand. We help you out with inbound leads that and inquiries that we get in directly coming in for instructor-led trainings through our website traffic. We have complimentary train the trainer program where we fully enable your in-house trainers to be able to successfully deliver the trainings on our certifications across to your clients. So we'll provide them with the training on the certification. They will be certified as an AI certified trainer on that particular course before they go out there delivering the live trainings to your audience. They will be provided with all the training prep and delivery materials that they would need to go out there and deliver the trainings. Right? Of course, you would have a complete dashboard to manage all your client and customer enrollments, your revenues, your payouts, your marketing materials. Everything will be available for you in your partner portal. Right. And of course, you'll have a dedicated resource from AI certs catering to your partner account, a dedicated partner success manager to ensure you succeed in the partnership, a dedicated partner marketing manager to ensure that you get the return on investment based on the who will develop marketing strategies for you, help you with your marketing, and do a lot of help you with complete co-branded marketing materials and support. Right. So that's the complete end-to-end support that we give to ensure that your sales teams are trained to be able to handle customer inquiries and to be able to talk about our certifications. Your marketing team will be completely supported and handheld. Your trainers will be trained and certified and provided with all the materials, a complete updated content with credible exams. So, as I said, a complete market ready product. So, I'm sure Nasima would agree with me. And I would love for you to share your thoughts on this slide as well. This is one of my favorite slides in the entire presentation of today's webinar. It in one shot, you get a complete glimpse of our entire portfolio. We're the only certification providers that are out there offering role-based certification programs. So we don't offer generic certifications. The world believes there's a misconception that Copilot and ChatGPT is what AI is, but there are a lot more AI tools and platforms that are used in specific roles and for specific functions. Like a doctor may use AI differently compared to an HR, compared to someone who's in a software engineer or someone who's an educator. So that's where these specialized role-based certifications, which is the need of the hour, comes in. So that's the highlight of our certifications, that we focus on a specific job role, specific industry, and how can you ethically leverage the power of artificial intelligence, right, to make your life easy, to save a lot of your time, and to make yourself more efficient and productive in your specific role. So we have two categories of certifications. We have over 60 plus certification programs right now in our portfolio, and we're adding more. We have a whole roadmap for the entire 2026 where we're adding in more certifications, where we've identified more roles that are going to be impacted by AI or have already been impacted by AI. So as you can see on your left-hand side are all our professional courses for all the non-technical audience. These are 8-hour duration courses, all micro credentials meant to develop practical AI skills, right? So feel free to leverage. AI is for everyone. And for every industry, it's disrupted every industry. So that's where these certifications come and play. You can cater to a large audience. You can now reach out to schools, colleges, universities, corporate institutions. We can do enterprise-wide AI literacy adoption and training programs with our partners. So, and on your right-hand side, you can see technical certifications, which are the 40-hour courses, all the IT professionals, the technical audience, right? So, Naseema, I'd love for you to add on more
Yeah,
on these
brilliant. Thank you.
certifications. Yeah.
Thank you, Afreen, for explaining all that. So again, this is a really important slide when it comes to our certifications. And what we're trying as I mentioned earlier, we're a journey. So we start with the literacy part, the essential courses, whether that's AI Foundation, AI Plus Everyone, Executive Prompt Engineering, etc., vibe coding. These are all essential certifications. So these are getting people literate. They're getting people to understand AI. But then we move on to the role-based certifications. So we have certifications in business, for example, AI Plus Sales, Marketing, Finance, Project Manager, etc., etc. So now you're getting to the part where you want to make people fluent in those job roles. So if you're a HR person, you need to understand how AI tools are applicable, what platforms to use, how you're going to make that person's job role much more efficient, much more better. So you're now making those people fluent. And then we get back to the technical side. Now you're going to the mastery. So not only do we want to make people literate, we want to make people fluent, want to make them master. What does that mean? What does the mastery mean? It means that you're doing a workforce transformation. These are people who are implementing projects. These are people who are overseeing massive AI initiatives that every kind of government enterprises are doing. So now you're becoming a master. This is where you become a master, where you're actually implementing the projects. So we want to make sure we are a total solution for every person, for every industry, for every job role. So this is what the great thing about AI certs is. We have so many certifications globally. There is nobody else out there who offers vendor-aligned role-based certifications which are international credible. So this is a massive USP for anybody who wants to become a partner to offer these certifications. We are a certification body and we work through our channel partners. As Afreen mentioned, we have our professional one-day certifications and then we have our tech certifications which are 5-day. You have two different ways of offering them as e-learning or instructor-led training, or you could do a hybrid model. Every single course has an exam, whether it's a professional or a technical certification, they all have an exam. Every single course has an agentic AI module in there. This is really important because agents are becoming really prominent and it's the kind of next big thing in AI. So we already have a module in every single course, but then we're also releasing new certifications which are specifically on agent. So the most exciting one for me is in our essential track, which is the AI plus agent, or it's called AI Agent Builder here, AI plus Agent Builder. So you're creating your agent, how to actually build the agent. But then we focus on certain industries. So we have an AI plus legal agent, we have an AI plus finance agent, data agent, gaming agent. So you can see now those courses that have agent behind it is specifically on the agent, but all our certifications cover agent module already embedded in there. So that's really important as well. So as we mentioned earlier, multi-language is important. You can see we have a lot in Chinese. So we have a big market, obviously, back. So we're offering a lot of certifications in Chinese. We do have our essential tracks in Arabic, and then we do have some in French, German, Turkish, and Azerbaijani. How we kind of normally do it on demand basis, where we see there's a requirement for a local language, and then we kind of develop our certifications according to that. Thank you, Afreen.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
so
Thank
AI, yeah, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I get excited when I talk about AI certs and
And
the
I love
partner
that about
ecosystem.
you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so the AS's partner ecosystem, I'll pass it on to Afreen to go through. She can talk through the different levels of partnership.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nasima, and thank you for sharing, a lot of details about the courses and the optional modules that we have, the AI agentic modules and certifications that we're building, and the kind of huge spread of certifications that we have catering to every audience, both technical and non-technical, right? So this opens up a great opportunity for our partners as well to be now able to cater to a global audience as well as to a wider market, right? And now moving on to our various partner ecosystems. So we have various partnership models depending on your business model, right? So feel free to reach out to us on what suits you and your business model and what do you feel is right if AI trainings and certifications is something in your 2026 roadmap, right? So moving on to our four kinds of partnerships. The first one is, of course, the authorized training partnership model, where, of course, these are specifically for training institutes, training companies, edtech platforms, skill academies, boot camps who run training workshops. So these are the right ideal audience who could reach out to us for an authorized training partnership, where, of course, you deliver the instructor led training on our certification programs. We train your trainers, it's completely complimentary as part of a authorized training partner benefit. We provide you with all a market ready plug and play certification product or program, and of course, you earn through the training deliveries. Right. So that's the business model, which is the first kind of partnership that we have. And the second one, of course, is specifically for anyone who's registered as an educational institution. It could be a university, you could be a school, a college, or maybe someone who's offering higher education, a vocational institution. So this is the right audience for our academic alliance partnership. So here, of course, you can sign up with us as partners where you can upskill and provide these certifications as an academic partner with us for your students, for your teachers and educators to make them AI ready, job ready, and future ready. And of course, the third kind of partnerships that we have is for members and associations and groups and chambers, like you have the Chamber of Commerce, the Chamber of Chartered Accountants. So these are basically professional associations or a group of members or a federation or a member-driven organization, right? An organization where you have these membership subscriptions, yearly subscriptions and fees, where they want to associate with us and offer AI upskilling and these certification programs to their existing members. So feel free to reach out to us as if you're an association. And of course, if you're a startup, a one-man team, an entrepreneur, a singlepreneur maybe, or someone who's a great influencer, has a great network, a social media presence, or a career coach, an individual trainer, but wants to promote our certifications to your large network of audience, to your customer base, and want to earn commissions out of your referrals. So this would be the right kind of partnership where you could reach out to us to explore more and further details. So feel free, based on your ecosystem, your business model, which partnership opportunity or framework suits you best. Feel free to reach out to our team or just send us an email or just give us a call. We're more than happy to assist you and share more insights. Of course, now moving on to I already mentioned this, so making Nasima's life a little easier, I hope, that how can you start off by providing AI trainings and certifications? I think it's the right time. We're discussing this in Q1, and of course, the GCC. I think Q2, we should be fully ready, onboarded to go out there and ramped up to be and enabled to offer these trainings. So you have a plug, promote, and profit ready certification program available. So Nasima will go into the deets. So over to you, Nasima.
Thank you so much. And just like Afreen mentioned, this is the right time. Why? One, obviously, it's the start of the year. Also, just before Ramadan starts, people are now getting things started so that after Ramadan, that things are ready. A lot of budgets are released kind of by the end of February as well. So this is a great time to be partners and be offering these certifications to your customers. So everything is ready for you. So we have curriculum and content. So we have the full curriculum for all those certifications we showed you, and we are also also constantly building new certifications. So every month we have new certifications that are released. So our portfolio is growing daily. So you get constantly updated AI curriculum in any of our certifications. So if anything is within that 12-month period added, that we will add that to the curriculum of the student. You don't have to build any content. You don't have to hire people to design anything. Industry aligned, and it's not just a DIY set. So we have experts in the industry who work on this content day and night to make sure that it's credible. That moves on to the global credibility. We're vendor aligned. As we mentioned, we have ISO IEC certification alignment, which is really important. We have globally recognized credentials across different employers, stackable micro credentials, verified skilled assessments as well. Launch your first program in weeks, not months, so everything's ready for you. We work very closely with our partners. So once you become a partner, we do onboarding. You can do that as quick as you want. We could get you onboarded in a couple of weeks. We give you access to authorized training partner portal, which has lots of marketing collateral and everything. Again, it's ready to use. Again, it's the whole point is to give you value. You don't have to spend time kind of creating anything. So we will work closely with you, whether that's with your sales teams, whether that's with your marketing people, to make sure that you have a successful launch and a collaboration with us. We've got obviously exams with all our certifications. So we have our own exam platform called Proctoring 365. The students can do the exam anytime they like. There is a link at the end of the course, so the students can sit the exam whenever they want. They have access to the course and the exam for 12 months. We do have a student LMS, which the learners will access, and they have a dashboard so they can see progress, etc. One of the things we did forget to mention, which is quite important in our certifications, is also AI mentor. Okay, so this is really useful. So even if you're offering an instructor-led course, the student can go away and go through the e-learning by themselves, and the AI mentor will support and help them as well. This is all done through the learning management system that our certifications sit on, and the students will get access to that. It's a cloud-based AI lab environment, so there's no hardware or anything else required. Integration ready. So if you did want some form of integration, we do have some API documents, and we have a tech team that can support you in doing that as well. We support not only with the content, we have an instructor train the trainer program. This is all complementary to our authorized training partners. So if you're looking to deliver instructor-led courses, you can do any of the certifications totally complimentary. Once you've passed the exam, you can offer those certifications to your customers. For any upskilling type of programs, we have instructor enablement and resource library, which has the presentation, the labs, everything that the instructor would need in order to deliver the course. And then we've got continuous content updates, and we work again very closely with the instructors as well. Thank you, Afreen. Okay, so again, we mentioned we have a large team. We have nearly 500 people working with AI Cert. So we have a massive marketing team. We have, again, in our ATP portal, you get access to all our collateral. So we have outlines, we have brochures, we have marketing in a box, which is kind of stuff you can use when you're marketing AI certs. So we've got everything that you need in terms of marketing. You can co-brand a lot of the stuff, and we will have like onboarding sessions where we go through everything in detail. There's learner ROI demonstration. So we have outcome dashboard showcasing learner success. There's graduate employment metrics plus salary data. There's case studies. There's a lot of information there. There's also regional advantages for Asia Pac, for Middle East specific marketing campaigns. We have multi-language support materials for the whole region. We have demand generation, so co-hosted webinars, so we can work with you and co-host a webinar, and our team member can, from our side, can also lead the webinar if that's what you'd like. So you can invite your own customers. We do lead generation campaigns, partner listings, listing in regional and global directories on our website, and you get access to global marketing and partner support teams. And finally, we've got ready to use AI learning tracks, faster sales cycle. They're all stackable. So if you've got a customer who needs customization and they don't want just a one-day professional. So for example, you could offer AI plus everyone. Then you could, if they're a leader, they would do something like AI plus executive or chief AI officer. Then you've got somebody who's in HR, so AI plus HR. So we can build a track, we can build a roadmap. We can also add additional use cases, etc. So on a case by case project basis. Obviously, with a lot of the large projects that are going on, sometimes some form of customization is also required. So we've got flexible revenue models when you become a partner. Um, so your delivery, you can do instructor-led, and obviously you can charge the pricing for the actual course. We launched self-paced online programs. I've got something really exciting. We have actually launched our subscription service as well for our partners as well, which is something which has just happened. So again, this is a separate discussion we can have with you if that's what you're interested in, the e-learning part and learning platforms part of it. We also run corporate training deals for enterprise contracts, and we have different hybrid models, as you know, with the e-learning and instructor-led training. There's a margin structure, so you earn by every learner because you're buying a kit per seat. You can scale margins as volume increases. There's no royalties or anything that's not transparent, and there's lots of different ways you can earn revenue from IoT, self-paced enterprise to government kind of thing. You can scale it also very quickly. So the great thing is, again, we are a journey. We are AI readiness, AI capability journey. This is what we're offering to you, to your customers. You can start with one certification and expand to the whole portfolio. So you have a certification for everyone. You can build recurring revenue in this long-term partnership model that we have. Competitive advantages. You're offering global certifications. There's no other competitor that matches what we offer to date. We deliver faster than competitors, ready to market. We command premium pricing because we're a credible vendor, and we reduce operational risk and curriculum obsolescence. Okay, partner portal with partners manager. I'm going to pass this on to you, Afreen, to speak about the partner portal. What we briefly touched on. If you're a partner, you will get access to this.
Absolutely. So, as authorized training partners, of course, we have three portal access. One is the learner portal for your learners, the trainer portal for your trainers, and of course, the partner portal for our partners. This is where our partners will be able to manage all your customer enrollments. You'll be able to see how you've grown from day one up until now and also scale the partnership, right? This is a one-stop platform from where you would be able to access the full course catalog. So we have all the course documents readily available in the resource library that is available in the partner portal. It has all the marketing materials, the course blueprints, the certification, executive summaries, the exam guidelines. Everything is readily available. All, the complete course catalog is available within the partner portal. You can manage your certifications, your customer exams, and your renewals right from this portal. You can track every learner's progress, whether they've taken after the training, have they gone back, taken the online certification exam, passed the exam, got certified. So you can actually track every customer's progress, monitor your revenues, your payouts, and use ready-made available co-branded marketing assets and sales battle cards that are available within this portal. So this is just some snippets and screenshots of how the UI looks like of our partner portal. You can see that you have various filters that you can filter out. You have the dashboard here, the resource library, the enrollment forms from where you can start enrolling your customers into our certification programs, your student management dashboard, and of course the complete graphs, uh, you know, by pie charts, bar graphs. So as per your convenience, you can use. And of course, we will go ahead and give you complete training on how to navigate this portal effectively. Right. So moving on, how you can become the road. This is basically a roadmap on how you can become a partner with AI Certs. First, of course, is is AI trainings into your 2026 portfolio? That's again my question for you. If that is, then now is the time, like Nasima said, the right time where Ramadan, it's going to be a slow month where we can internally ramp up our team so that we're ready out there. Once Eid's done, Ramadan is done, we can go out there and be ready for the market and not start from scratch. Right. So the first step is, of course, choose your AI search program based on your target audience or the customers that you cater to, right? Of course, stage two would be localized multiple language delivery if that's the ask. We can support you with multi-language support depending on the scope. Just let us know in advance. Like Nasima said, we're here to help you out to make these certification programs accessible and so that you can deliver these trainings effectively to your audience. Stage three, of course, would be a seamless onboarding and end-to-end onboarding process from our end, wherein we ensure that we fully enable you by the time you're out of the onboarding, your sales team, your marketing team, and your trainers are fully ready to go out there and promote, market, sell, and deliver trainings on our certification programs. Of course, the entire onboarding phase will include launching, the marketings, the demand generation, the co-branded marketing assets, access to the partner portal, training on how to use the portal, the various co-branded online marketing activities that we do with US partners initially and throughout the partnership, like online webinars, master classes, etc. And of course, once you're ready, the marketing is done, customers have started inquiring in, you start getting your first training requirement coming in for your clients. The stage five would be where within weeks you would be ready to go out there based, and deliver your first AI training, and you could deliver that as a training partner. You have complete discretion on how you want to deliver the training, what you want to price for the instructor led training. So it's completely our authorized training partner's call. So you decide whether you want to deliver an online training, a face-to-face training, an on-site training, a classroom-based training, a hybrid training. Completely your call as a training partner. You decide on whether you want to offer it as a self-paced e-learning option, an instructor-led option. Again, your call. You decide what is the pricing that you would charge your customers depending on their purchasing capacity for the instructor-led option, right? So because there is no direct competition whatsoever with the ICERTs, because we are not a training company, but a certification body. And of course, stage six would be to scale and ensure that you succeed in the partnership and are able to generate business. And of course, especially I would like to highlight that in the GCC regions, I have helped because I work closely with partners. I would like to share this insight that there's been a huge initiatives and funding coming in, especially from every kind of ministry, Saudi Vision 2030, Bahrain, Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, you name it, every GCC region, the ministry is at the forefront, heavily funding and investing on AI upskilling. And this is the right time. They need people who can provide AI talent. So there's a huge demand in the region. I've helped clients personally in, helping them prepare RFPs and present them with the clients. We help you in pre-sales, post-sales, basically grab the opportunity. And to succeed, we want this to be a long-term win-win opportunity, right? So feel free to reach out to me, Nasima, anytime. We're always available. We're just a call or an email away. Our support team, our entire AI search team is available. So please feel free to reach out to us anytime. Connect with us on LinkedIn. Right, we'd be happy to connect with you there as well. Looking forward to discussing and connecting with all of you. So over to you, Nasima.
Thank you
I
so
am
much,
ready.
Afreen.
Let me know your thoughts, your final concluding
Thank you
thoughts.
so much. Yeah, so thank you everybody who's attended. I really
Yeah.
hope that you found this useful. So some of the reasons why partners are partnering with AI certs is because it's a role-based, it's not generic. So you're not certifying just an individual, you're certifying a role, which is obviously very important. So this is really important. We're enterprise ready, so we align with what buyers want. So we can work with big projects, and we follow the ISO 17024 standards. You've got advantages, so you can close deals faster. We work very closely with you for any customization if that's required as well. We're academic friendly as well, so we have academia partnerships as well if you're a university or education in the education field. So yeah, we've got lots of kind of different ways of working. We give you fast updates. We keep pace with the AI evolution. As we all know, it's moving very quickly, so we update our curriculum regularly. We're backed by global ecosystems and not just another course provider. We're not actually a course provider. We work through our channel partners. We are a certification body. But we try to provide, as I mentioned, an end-to-end solution. Why it matters, partner ecosystem creates demand plus credibility. What we do is 500 plus partners worldwide at the moment. We've got vendor partnership, government alignment projects. Your advantage is that you're not competing alone, you're part of a growing movement. So we've got the complete stack of content, exams, labs, exactly everything for go to market. We have, so the region is ready, the demand is real, the window is now. So government AI strategies, workforce demand is increasing. I won't read out all stats. You will probably get this presentation, so I won't read everything out, but you know that, it's moving very fast. What I mentioned a lot of this stuff at the beginning with government initiatives. We've got local language advantage as well on some of our certifications. There's a massive talent shortage, so your opportunity is massive in the Gulf regions, whether it's you're dealing with enterprises, you're dealing with universities, etc. So as a training provider, you can move very fast and capture the market. Profit potential as we provide you with everything. If you want to provide instructor-led, we help you with that. As we mentioned, it's all complimentary. So yeah, there's lots of reasons to become a partner, to be offering AI certs, to become an authorized training partner or academic partner, or if you're an association. But yeah, connect with us, and we can talk to you individually to see how we can support you and work closely with you to offer some fantastic solutions. The demand is there. Are you ready? Is your customers ready? And find out what stage of a journey they are going to be in, because we can help you with every stage. I'm going to stop there. I know we're kind of running out of time, so I don't know, Shristi, if there's any questions, or if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask us now.
Thank you, Nasima and Afreen, for such a wonderful presentation and also sharing all these insights with us today. We do have two questions. I'll take them one by one. The first is how to choose and find the training partner related to our requirements and country.
So repeat the question again. How
Uh,
to
How to choose and find the training partner related to our requirements and country.
Right. When you're saying training partner, is the person relating to an authorized training partnership or their customer? Do you know? How to
Um,
find the training partner in that country? If they could elaborate on that, please. So obviously, how to find a training partner. AI certs, we're the only global vendor aligned certification body. So if you're talking about partnering, how do you find a partner like that, or are you talking about a customer? So I'm a bit confused with the question. I don't know if Afreen's got any, if you understand the question better.
Maybe if it's like from a customer's angle that you're looking for a training partner who can train you on AI certification, feel free. We have a partner locator page on our AI certs official website where we list all our global partners across the globe. You can go in, request training directly, and and of course, our training partners will reach out to you. Catering to your training requirements. So, all of course, you can reach out to us. We will redirect you to our relevant training partner who's catering to that region. So if that's what you mean, I hope we've
Yeah.
answered your question. So
So
that's how
thank
you
you.
could
yeah.
find our training partners on our website.
Yeah, so we
Yes,
have a
I
locator,
think
that's right.
I think Adele was actually referring to partners here. If in case you have any doubts regarding this, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to assist. We have another question saying, I saw all the options, but um how can I know what's best for our country to enroll or promote it?
Okay, so I would say because we have such a large portfolio, you have so many opportunities. And generally in the Middle East, like I said, with AI awareness, so we start with the literacy part. Everybody needs to make people literate, okay, in an organization. It doesn't matter where if you're working as a receptionist, whether you're a manager. Everybody needs the basic kind of down frame of understanding what AI is. So we have our essentials track. So you can offer all our essential. We have AI Plus Foundation. By the way, this is complimentary to all our partners. They can offer this to all their customers, totally complimentary. We then have AI Plus Everyone, which goes deeper into AI. Then we've got prompt engineering level 1. Then we have the executive if you're a manager. Then we've just got the new courses, AI Plus Agent Builder plus the Vibe Coding. So these are essential tracks. But then you've got all the kind of certifications separate for each different department, whether you're in business or you're in marketing, HR, finance. So you've got so many certifications to offer. So you're never going to get stuck of what can you offer. I think you're more the issue is going to be what can't you offer as opposed to what can you offer. So in the region, again, I don't think it matters whether you're in the Middle East or whether you're in the US or Europe. It's more based on the industry, the area of business. And then again, we're focusing, for example, in AI plus healthcare, if you're in the healthcare industry, we have certifications specifically for that. Then we have AI plus doctor, nurse, healthcare administrator. So we then even focus down into each role. So there's a certification for everyone. Then if you're in an area where you're offering more technical training, we have, the large portfolio on our developed type of courses, AI plus engineer, the security courses, certifications. So we've got a lot of technical certifications as well. So again, you have a large portfolio to play with that you can offer to different people in different industries. And again, I don't think it really matters whether you're in the Middle East or in any other part of the world. The requirement for AI is there for everyone.
Absolutely, Nasima. I think with that, we are done with the Q&A for today's session. And I would like to thank you and Afreen for sharing such valuable insights. And I would like to thank all our attendees for joining and engaging in this important conversation about unlocking business opportunities in this rapidly growing AI era. So if you're interested in exploring partnership opportunities or learning more about AI certifications or partnership programs, I would request you to please reach out to us. You have all the links in the chat box shared with you. And we do have some questions, Naseem and Afreen, before I just
Yeah,
log out. I
sure.
would actually like to take them up very quickly because I understand we are already running out of time.
That's okay.
Uh, the first question we have now is, as your partner, I can offer you program anywhere in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you sign an agreement, for example, there will be different tiers depending on where you're in the world. So for example, if you're in the UAE, you would be what we consider tier 3 country, but you get a global agreement. So you can offer the certifications anywhere. So we will then list you. So when we talk to you, you can say, we work, for example, in UAE where our head office is there, but we're delivering in Saudi Arabia. We have a lot of big partners in Saudi Arabia customers or Bahrain, or even it could be outside the Middle East. It's a global agreement. So yes, you can offer the certifications anywhere.
Thank you. Thank you, Nasima, for answering that. With that, I think we'll conclude with the webinar today. And I'd again request you people to please reach out to us, or maybe our team will be reaching out to you directly after the session. And please, we'll be very happy to, have a discussion with you guys, understand your doubts or any queries that you have, and see and explore how we can help you guys with these opportunities that we have. So once again, thank you everyone. The recording and your participation certification will be shared with you shortly. Thank you, and
Thank you
yeah,
very
we look
much.
forward to seeing you in our upcoming sessions as well. Thank you once again,
Take
everyone.
care. Bye bye.
Bye.